Hello again. In this video we're going to talk about the law of cosines. Now in the law of cosines we actually have two different formulas that are the law of cosines. One to solve for a side, one to solve for an angle. In this one I'll address the one to solve for a side. And in order to use the law of cosines to solve for a side, we have to have given what I call side angle side. That is, on a triangle you have two sides given and the angle they create. So for instance, it would be sides B and C and angle A. So basically all three letters of the triangle are represented. If you're given sides A and B, it would be angle C. If you're given sides C and A, it would be angle B. Now, in order to do that, we have basically, I gave three different variations of the same formula. The original formula is this one right here. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C times the cosine of angle A. Now, if we're solving for side B, we do not algebraically rearrange this, but rather look at the pattern. In other words, if we're solving for side A, we're given sides B and C and angle A. If we're solving for side B, then we'd be given sides A and C and angle B. And naturally, if we're solving for side C, we'd be given sides A and B and angle C. So, the variations, if you're looking for side B, is B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times the cosine of angle B. And if you're looking for side C, C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of angle C. Now, real quick, this kind of looks familiar, the C squared equals A squared plus B squared. If it's a right triangle, because keep in mind, you can use law of sines and cosines for a right triangle. If angle C is a 90-degree angle, cosine of 90 degrees is 0. 0 times anything is 0. So basically that wipes out this whole term. What you have left is C squared equals A squared plus B squared, which is the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem is actually a special case of the law of cosines, just to let you know. But if we look at the law of cosines info packet, and if we look at number 1, it says a golfer hits a tee shot 190 yards but slices it to the right by 20 degrees. If the hole is 355 yards away, how far away is his second shot? And I have a diagram given there that I've reproduced on the board right here. So basically, here's the tee. We'll call that angle A. Here's the hole. We're going to call that, excuse me, angle C. And here's where the ball is sitting. We're going to call that angle B. We know the hole is 355 yards away, so that's side B. We know that the initial shot was 190 yards. That's side C, sliced 20 degrees. So we have side angle side given there. I'm asking how far away is his second shot from the hole. So we're looking for side A. So we're going to use the formula set to solve for side A, which would be A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times the cosine of angle A. So we substitute in. A squared equals 355 squared plus 190 squared minus 2 times 355 times 190 times the cosine of 20 degrees. Type all that in the calculator as you see it, and you'll be fine. You should end up with 35,360 and change. Keep in mind, that is A squared. That's not A. So to get A, naturally the opposite of squaring something is to square root it. What you do one side, you have to do the other. So if you square root that 35,360 and change, you should end up with 188.04 yards. And that is side A. And notice I didn't ask for angles B and C. All I asked for in the problem was side A. So as far as this problem is concerned, and any others with word problems, you don't necessarily have to solve the entire triangle. But in this case, we just had to solve for one side, and that's how I use the law of cosines to solve for a side.